Hey y'all, Victoria Shree here with Pretty Party and Crafty, and we're here to check out the new HTVRont A200 Auto Tumbler Heat Press. So you're probably wondering what's different between this and the other one. Well, if you look on the right side, it has an additional plate. This is specifically for 40-ounce tumblers with handles. This is definitely going to be a game changer. So let's go ahead and get this box opened up and see what's inside. All right, so once we open up the main big box, the first thing you'll see your heat tape. Of course, you'll need that. They're all about safety. So we have our safety gloves. You have a starter guide envelope. Make sure you open that. We have silicone mats in the machine. Our additional 40-ounce attachment, that's going to be in the other box. So let's pull this out. So the heat press comes in two different colors, light blue and white. I got the light blue version, and it comes with two different heating elements that are available. The one that's already inside, that's for skinny tumblers, and then you can get another attachment for the 40-ounce tumblers with a handle. So this is the one that's for the handle. That was my second box that I had, and it's really easy to switch these attachments out. It only takes less than 10 seconds, to be honest, and you know what tumbler it's for because it's labeled with an icon. So it shows you how the tumbler goes in as well. So the end with the orange, that's the bottom, so you'll insert it at the top. So let's look at the machine itself. So this is our power button. We also have our temperature, which is in Fahrenheit or Celsius. To change the degree type, just hold it down for 2 seconds to switch between Celsius and Fahrenheit. You also have time. The time is based in seconds. And then you have pressure, which is based off of pounds. You can switch to kilograms by holding and pressing for 2 or more seconds. All right. And then the plus and minus sign, that's just to add more temperature, reduce temperature. So to add more, press the plus. To add less, press the minus. Then you have your R icon. When it turns green, that's when you'll press it to close it and start the heating process. And then the last button, bottom right, that's for the presets, and we'll look at that in just a moment as well. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, I already have my 40-ounce tumbler wrapped, so we're going to skip that part and just start setting it. So we have the machine on. I'm going to switch it out to the 40-ounce heating plate, so let me show you how to do that. It's really easy. I'm going to go slow for you, but again, it takes me about 10 seconds to do this. I'm going to turn it on its side so you can see, but when you do it, just keep it flat. So to take it out, all you have to do is the orange handle. You're just going to pull it towards you, and then you're going to pull it out. It slides right out. So it's super easy. Nothing you have to unplug. You just pull the orange handle and then it'll slide right out. So just a close up again, I said that the one that's inside the machine already, this is for skinny tumblers. So again, it shows you the icon. All right, now we're just going to insert this one. Now those silver little handles or ridges, you just want to slide them on the silver that you see. Now you may have to open it slightly to make sure that it fits, but I turned it sideways so you can see. You don't do this, but I'm doing this so you can see. So you're just going to take the attachment. I'm taking out the silicone mat because I'm going to need that. But just take your attachment, open it up slightly if you need to, so you can slide it onto those grooves. And then once I can't see very good in this position, but once you get it on there, you'll just slide it in, and you're going to wait until you hear a click. So you're going to push it in and you'll hear a click sound. So once you hear the click, that means it's secure. So it's a quick and easy switch when it's time to switch out those plates. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and do our settings. Now I'm going to just play around with this so you can see everything and how everything works. So when you hit the power button, it has memory mode. So whatever you had it set to, let's say you did something yesterday, when you turn it back on the next day, it's going to have those same settings. So if you press the same thing a lot, that's a great feature. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and press for the temperature. Right now it says 390. That's the highest it can go. So if you want to reduce it, just hit the minus sign. But keep in mind, you only have 3 seconds before it sets. So I kept on talking, so every time I talked, my 3 seconds ran out. But just make sure you set your time. Once you have it set, it'll automatically set once the 3 seconds are up. Okay, so just go plus or minus. I'm going to 390. You can wait 3 seconds, or you can go ahead and press the next icon. So I'm going to press for time. Again, this is in seconds. You can go up or you can go down by hitting plus or minus. Again, if you wait 3 seconds, it's going to automatically set with that number. All right, and then finally, pressure. Again, you can do it the same way. You'll hit the icon for the pressure and then go plus to increase it. It increases by 5. If you hold it down longer, it'll increase by 10. Or you'll go to minus. Again, 3 seconds. Once 3 seconds are up, it sets that pressure. But if you need to change it, just hit that icon and then plus or minus. And then you don't have to hit anything else. Now, if you hit the bottom right button, it has different presets. So it has A, B, C, and D. So if you're cycling through, the D preset is actually what you want to use when you're doing 40-ounce tumblers. So make sure you check the starter guide because it lets you know the presets and what they're there for. So I'm going to stick with preset letter D. So to get to that, it's the bottom right button, and you can cycle through just by pressing it. While that's heating up, I'm going to take my specialty silicone mat. As you can see, it's perfect for a 40-ounce tumbler. I'm going to put my tumbler inside and make sure the little handle part is where the slit is, and I'm going to make sure that it is nice and tight around it. And if you notice, it does have a caution hot surface warning on there, but I tested it out and the blue areas are actually cool to the touch while it's heating up. Now, do not have your hands anywhere near the openings on the left and right side and across the top, but the blue areas, they are cool to the touch. But I'm not saying go around and touching it. All right, I'm putting my heat gloves on because the heat press is ready. So make sure you have the silicone mat tight around the tumbler. And then you're going to just take it and push it inside until it cannot push anymore. And make sure the handles are pointed straight up. So I'm pushing it as far as I can. All right, once it's in, you're going to go ahead and hit the green R. And you'll notice at the top, it closes up and seals it in. All right, so just some quick features of this while it's pressing. First, the skinny attachment that's standard. It presses 15, 20, and 30-ounce stainless steel tumblers, 16-ounce glass tumblers. You can also get the 40-ounce tumbler attachment for those with handles. It has 4 presets and an auto shutoff feature after 15 minutes. All right, once it finished, it's going to open up at the top to let us know that it's ready and we can pull it out. We're going to pull it from the right side. Now, because I'm doing the 40 ounce, remember it has those metal pieces for the handle. Make sure that those stay straight up. Otherwise, it might get stuck a little bit. So keep those straight up and pull it out from the right and put it on a mat. And don't forget to pull out that silicone mat. You do not want to leave it in there. Now, I'm going to move this machine off to the side and I'm going to get this tape and sublimation paper off my tumbler. Once I take off this sublimation paper, I'm going to go ahead and screw on the handle so we can look at the final design. Now, I absolutely loved it. Now, underneath the handle, I did see some white area where it didn't fully sublimate. That was most likely positively 99% user error. So I did decide to do a second one that had a gradient fade, and these turned out great. Now, full disclaimer, I typically don't do tumblers, but this machine is very beginner friendly and made it super easy for me. So if you want to make your own tumblers like this for a full wrap, definitely check it out. I have the link in my description and also a coupon code for $70 off. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and follow for more. Later, y'all.